Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. Now take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Anyways, today's puzzle is called Repeatable-Killer by Itzvara, and here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill every row, column, and box with the digits 1 through 9 without repeats. Then we have killer, where digits in cages can't be all different and must sum to the total given. For example, 225 is a valid solution, but 234 is not. So ignoring this 2, assuming this were then 2, 3, and 4. This would not be a valid solution for this cage, even though they add up to 9, because you have to have at least one repeat in these killer cages. Now, normal killer cage rules, you don't. In fact, it's the opposite, but this is sort of turning it on its head, turning the normal killer cage rule set on its head. So 2, 3, 4 is not valid, but ignoring this 2, a 2, 2, and 5 would be valid because it adds up to 9 and you have a repeat in that cage. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so that means every digit. So every cage has a digit that is duplicated. So that means this cell cannot be this one, obviously, because normal Sudoku, but it must be the same as this one. This one, again, similarly, cannot be this one, but it must be the same as that one. This one sees those two, so this one has to be the same as this one. We're going to make that blue. This one cannot sees those two, so this one has to be the same as that one. This has to be the same as that. This has to be the same as this one. This must be the same as this one. I don't know what color we make that. This is the same as this. This is the same as that. This is the same as that. This has to be the same as that one. So we're going to make this yellow and yellow. This has to be the same as one of these two, but we're not sure which. Okay. Let's not make them colors. Let's make them actual digits because then makes it easier to see. Sorry, letters. Let's start here. A and A, B and B. So these two are the same. These two are the same. C and C and D and D. Those have to be the same, and those have to be the same. These have to be the same. EE. This is be the same. FF. One of these is the same as this, but we don't know which. This must be the same. This has to be the same as that. This has to be the same as that. So this is GG. We're going to make this H and H. These two have to be the same. That's I's. This has to be, cannot be these two, so it must be the same as that. So this has to be, wait, no. This does not actually, it doesn't have to be here. It could be this one and that one, right? So this one has to be one of these two, but we're not sure which. Is there anything else that we messed up that could be? No, this one actually... No, this one could actually be this one. So this... We don't know which one this is. So this one of these is G. So this one has to be one of these. This one does have to be that one. Because it's the only place where you can have a duplicate. And it only can duplicate that. This J can be either here or here. We're not sure which. These have to be the same. So these are K. This L has to be here, so that's an L. And we don't know about these. So it could be one of these is one of those two. We're not sure which is which. And one of these two could be one of those two. And one of these two, actually, any of these three could be any of these two. So, okay. So we have a duplicate here. What does it have to be, though? This K could be 1 or 2 or 3. If this is 1, so if these are both 1, they could be 1, 2, or 3. If this is both 1, this has to be a 5 to add up to 7. If these are both 2, this has to be 3 to add up to 7. If these are both 3, this is a 1 adding up to 7. Similarly here, these have to both be the same. So we're going to make this lowercase k. These have to both be lowercase e, lowercase f, lowercase c, lowercase a, lowercase b, lowercase d, lowercase h, lowercase I, oops, and this has to be lowercase g, and these are lowercase l, this is a lowercase j. So we're going to color these to show that these specifically have to be the one that is. Okay, what about this? It could be 1, 2, or 3 also, but if this is 1, that forces this to be 6. If this is 2, that forces this to be 4. If this is 3, that forces this to be 2. That's interesting. So this is 9, and this could be 1 through 4. This can't be 2, though. So if this is both 1, that means this is 7. If this is both 3, this would have to be 3, and that's not allowed. So if this is both 4, this would have to be 1. So 1 has to be one of these two, and one of these two, right? It's either they're both 1, and this is 7, or they're both 4, and this is 1. So this can never be 1 here. So this cannot be 1, which means this can't be 6. Well, if these are both 2, this is 4. If this is both 3, they're 2. So 2 has to also be along this path. So 2 can never be along row 3 or column 1. What else do we have? This is 10, so it could be 1 through 4. If these are both 1, this is 8. If these are both 2, this is 6. If these are both 3, this is 4. If these are both 4, this is 2. This is 16, right? What is this? This is 16 also? That's 16. And this is 16. Okay, so if these can they can't be 1 or 2 because 1 and 2 are eliminated from the rest of row row 3. So this is at least 3 or 4. So if it's 3 doubled, well, that doesn't work because then this would have to be 10. If it's 4 doubled, same here. This can't be 3 doubled either. So this has to be at least 4 doubled. This is at least 4 doubled. If this is 4 doubled, this must be 8. And if it's 5 doubled, it has to be at least 6. If it's 6 doubled, it becomes 4. And if it's 7 doubled, it becomes 2, but that's not allowed. So these could be 4, 5, and 6, and this is 4, 6, and 8, correspondingly. Actually, for this 16 is the same thing, right? You can't have 1 doubled, 2 doubled, or 3 doubled. Well, this also could be 4, 5, 6, but it could also contain a 7, right? Which would mean this is 2, 4, 6, and 8 with that. This could be, could be 3 doubled, which would add up with 9. Could be 4 doubled, which adds up to 7. 5 doubled would add up to 5, so 5 is not allowed. 6 doubled would add up to 12, which makes that 3. And this could be 7 doubled with 1. Well, we know in row 3 we have to have a 9. And where can that be? It can only be here. In addition, we also have to have a 7. Well, where is the 7 possible? It has to be here. So this is 7, which forces both of these to be 1. So these are 1. There cannot be a 1 in this 4 cell cage, which adds up to 15. So the 2 could be doubled here. We also have a 5 here, right? So one of these is 5 doubled, which means the 6 has to be somewhere along here. So if this is 5 doubled, this is 6. If this is 5 doubled, this is 6. So the 6 cannot be anywhere else along that column. Well, that means this can't be 6. This can't be 6. So this is 4, 5. If it's 4, this has to be... Let's remove the B's and the D's because we can't see them. If these are both 4, this has to be 8. If these are both 5, they have to be 6. So this is now becomes a 4, 5, 6, 8 quadruple in row 3, which means you cannot have 4, 5, 6, or 8 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 4. This has to be 2, which makes this 3 and 3. So this can no longer be 3. This can't be 3. Therefore, this can't be 4 here. Again, this 15 cage, the double cannot be 1 or 3. What could we have here? If this 2 and 2, that the rest have to add up to 11, and that's possible. If it's 4 and 4 here, 4 and 4, that means it's what? It adds up to 8. So therefore the other 2 cells must add up to 7. Which would mean this is 2 and 5 then, if that's the case. Can it be 5 and 5? If it's 5 and 5, that adds up to 10. So these would have to add up to 5, and this would be 2 and 3. So that could work. So again, 2 could be here or here, in which case this could be, the rest would have to add up to 11. So it could be 3, 8, 4, 7, or 5, 6. Otherwise, it could be, this cannot be 3 because of this 3. And these have to be duplicates. So this could be 4 and 4, in which case this is 2, 5. So either way, so far, we have to have a 2 here. And then also a 2 here. If this is 5, then this becomes 2, 3. Because it can't be 1, 4. So we know there's a 2 in one of these 3 cells. There's a 2 in one of these 3 cells. And actually, where can the 2 be? In box 3. Can't be here. Can't be here. Because 2 and 2 add up to 4, which is has a difference of 11 here, so this can't be 2. So 2 has to be one of these. So therefore, these can't be 2. And this can't be 2. So the only possible 2 now is here. And if this is 4, this becomes 2, 5. If this is 5, this becomes 2, 3. Either way, there's a 5 in one of these cells, and there's a 5 in one of those cells. Well, we have a 4, 5, 4, 5 pair here, which eliminates 4 and 5 from the rest of the column. So this cannot be 4, which means this can't be 4. And if these were both 4, this would add up with 7 to add up to 15. So this could be 3, 6, 7, 3, 6, 7 here. Huh. 5 is both here. This can't be 3 and 4. But still pretty wide here. This cannot... Oh, wait. You can have duplicates in cages, right? So this could actually be a 9 here. Can you have 36 without a 9 being duplicated? 5, 6, 7, 8 adds up to 26. So no, 9 always has to be in one of these cells. So 9 is one of these. Right? 9 has to be one of these. If we took out the 9 and we duplicated one of the other ones, the most you could have for 4 digits... Actually, wait, you could have 2 duplicates. So you could have both 7 and 8 be duplicated here. That is possible. So 9 still could be actually here this way too. Okay. One cannot be here. This can't be 7, therefore this can't be 7. And that combination would have to be 7, 7, and 1. So this can't be 1, which means 1 in box 2 has to be one of those 2 cells, which means 1 can't be anywhere else in that column. 1 can't be here. 1 can't be here. You could have 1 here and here, but we don't know. One is one of these cells. What else can we have? These have to be the same. This only has 1 duplicate. This only has 1 duplicate. This could actually have 2 duplicates. No, actually. It can't. If this was 2 duplicates, the 9 would be duplicated. I guess it could be 2. 2, 9, 2, 9, and this is 3. Okay, that can't work. You can't have a 1, 9 because the 1, 9, 1 can't be duplicated. And if you tried to have the 2, 9 duplicated, that's 2, 9 plus 2, 9, which is 22. And this would have to be 3, and that's not allowed. So only one of these is duplicated. This one, you could actually have two duplicates. So that's still valid there. 33. This one you could have two duplicates also. Oh, we have a 4, 5, 4, 5 pair in row 2, which eliminates 4 and 5 from the rest of the row, so this can't be 4, 5. This can't be 4, 5. Well, that means this combination is either 7, 2 6s added together, which adds up to 4, or 2 7s added together, which adds up to 2. Well, we have a 4, 5, 4, 5 pair in box 2, which eliminates 4 and 5 from the rest of the box, so this can't be 4. This has to be 2, which forces this to be 7 and 7. So this is 7, this is 7. This can no longer be 2. This can no longer be 2, which means we removed this being 2, 2, and 3. So either way, this is a 1 or this is a 1, right? Because if this is 1, this becomes 3, 3, but the 1 is here. If this is 5, this becomes 1, 1. Okay. One of these is 3, and then one of these is 3, right? Because either this is 9, which makes that 3, 3, or this is 3, 3, which makes that, this is 6, 6, which makes that 3. So 3 has to be here. The remaining digits have to be, this can't be 9, obviously. So therefore this must be 3, which makes this 6 and 6. Since this is a 6, this can't be 6, so that makes that an 8, which forces this to be 4 and 4. Which forces this to be 5 and 5, and therefore this is a 6. This can't be 5 anymore, so this must be 1, which makes this 3 and 3. This can't be 1. This is a 1 4 pair, and this, 1 8 pair. But if this was 8, the remaining 3 digits would have to add up to 8, but you need a duplicate, which we don't have. So this cannot be 8, which makes this a 1. That makes this an 8. This can't be 2, so this is a 2 here. Whereas the 3 in row 2 cannot be any of these, so it must be here. So this is a 3. The remaining digits here have to be 8 and 9. Remaining digits here are 5 and 9, but this can't be 5 because one of these has to be a 5, so this must be 9, which makes this 5. This is now a 1 4 pair here. This is 1 and 9. The 1 cannot be duplicated, therefore the 9 has to be a duplicate because there's no other value that can be duplicated here. So the 9 has to be one of these two. So it's 18 plus 1 is 19. So the other two digits must add up to 6. Well, that has to be 2 and 4 then. So this is 9, 2, and 2, 4, 9. And none of these can be 4 because of these 4. So this has to be 2 and 9, which makes this a 4. This can't be 4, so this becomes 5 and 5, which means this adds up to 15, so this must be a 3. Remaining digits here are 6, 7, and 8. Well, this can't be 6 or 7, so this must be 8. This can't be 7 or 8, so this is 6. This can't be 6 or 8, so this is 7. This is 21, right? So 36 minus 21 is 15, and you have to have a duplicate, which could be 6 and 9, but the 6 can't be duplicated, so it has to be 7 and 8. So it's specifically 7 and 8, which means this can't be 7, so this is 8, which makes that 7. This can't be 2, so this is 9, which makes that 2. Remaining digits here are 4, 6, 7, and 8. This can't be 4, 6, or 8, so this is 7. None of these can be 7 then. This is 4, 6, or 8, but if it's 8, that would add up to 15 already from those 2 digits, which is not allowed, so this can't be 8. 4 and 6 cannot be duplicated, so both of these must be the duplicates, because 4 and 6 are already taken care of in column 6 and 7. So this can't be 4 or 6, so this is not the duplicate, which means these are the duplicates. And I think it has to be 1, right? Yeah. You have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 already accounted for. Since these are the duplicates, which means this has to be 1 and 1. So added together, what does that mean? That means this is 9, which plus 6 must add up to 15. So this has to be a 4-8 pair. This can't be 8, so this is 4, which makes that an 8. These can't be 1 anymore. So since these can't be 1, that eliminates the 8 from being here. Therefore, one of these is 2, and then one of these is 2, because either this is 4, 4, and that's 2, or it's 2, 2, and this is 6. The remaining digits here are 3 and 9. This can't be 9, so this must be 3, which makes this 9, and the 9 has to be doubled. So one of these is a 9, so it's 18, and it has to be 1 and 4, right? Because it cannot be 2 and 3, because 3 is already in the box. So this has to be 9, 1, and 4. This can't be 1 or 9, so this must be 4. These can't be 4, so this must be a 1, 9 pair. This can't be 4 anymore, which forces this to be 2, which makes that a 2. Therefore, this is a 6. The last digit here has to be 6, and the last digit here is a 5. Okay, the remaining digit here is a 4. So this is 4, which has to be duplicated in this cage, so this is a 4. Which means this can't be 4, this is a 1, which makes that a 4. This 1 means this is not a 1, so it's a 9, which makes that 1. That eliminates the 9 here, which makes that an 8. Therefore, that's a 9. The remaining digit here is a 5. The remaining digit here is a 9. The remaining digits here are 2, 5, and 6, and this can't be 2 or 6, so this is 5. This can't be 2 or 5, so this is 6, which makes that a 2. Remaining digits here are 7, 8, and 9. So 9 cannot be here. Remaining digits here are 3 and 5. Remaining digits here are 6 and 9. And the remaining digits here are 4, 7, 8. Well, neither of these could be 4. We have a 7, 8, 7, 8 pair in column 8, which forces this not to be 7 or 8, so this is 4. This can't be 6, so this must be 9, which makes that a 6. This can no longer be 9. Where is a 9 in column 6? It has to be here. So this is a 9. This is 7 or 8. This can't be 3 because of this 3, so this must be 5, which makes that a 3. These both have to be the same digit. So it's 3, 5, and 9 added together adds up to 17. 33 minus 17 is 16, so that's 8 doubled, which means this is 8 and this is 8. So that forces this to be 7, that to be 7, and that to be 7, which makes this an 8, and the last digit is a 1. And that's how you solve it. Actually, very cool reversal of the rule set. Normally in killer cages, you cannot have repeats. But in this version, they have to have repeats. Which does make things very interesting, actually. Very cool setting. I liked it. I enjoyed this puzzle, and I hope you enjoyed this solve. And I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.